Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Accidental Beauty. If you're new, welcome. My name is Laura. I'm a self-taught makeup enthusiast who absolutely loves doing really out there stuff with makeup, and that's what we're going to be doing today. As you can see from the title, this is look number 8 in my 10 plague series. This is plague number 8, Locusts or Arba. And yeah, I'm going to be turning myself into kind of this locust-inspired, kind of insect-y look. So if you guys want to see how I did this, then please keep on watching. So I'm just going to give a little bit of an intro about this project. Again, if you've seen this in my other videos, and just skip this part. Long story short, I noticed there was a bit of a gap in the sort of YouTube, social media makeup world. Okay, so a bit of background about me. I am an observant Jew, and I love makeup. Pretty much all you need to know about me. And what I noticed is you don't often see too many creative makeup looks that use Jewish kind of traditional religious like symbolism, I guess. So like, for example, during Christmas, you see tons and tons of Christmas themed makeup looks. You see like reindeer, you see candy canes, you see Santa, you see elves, like all of that stuff. Halloween, same thing. You see like pumpkins, you see like Day of the Dead stuff, you know, things like that, or even just lots and lots of costumes. For some reason, like, I'm sure there are tons of Jewish makeup artists, but I don't see a lot of that stuff coming from them around the Jewish holidays. And certain holidays in particular, there's a lot that you can do creatively. So I thought I would step into that gap and do something fun. Not saying that there isn't that at all. Like, I have seen a couple Jewish makeup artists or makeup enthusiasts do that, but it's very, very uncommon. Because I identified a niche area that hasn't been explored too much, I figured I would step up to the plate and try it out myself. I wanted to pay tribute, I guess, to honor the holiday of Passover, which is coming up this year at the end of March. And I thought, because I'm just too ambitious sometimes for my own good, I thought, why don't I create 10 different makeup looks, and each one will represent a different, will represent each of the 10 plagues. So for those of you who are unfamiliar with the story of Passover, long story short, I've got like my notes here just so I like remember to say everything that I want to say. Okay, Jews were slaves in Egypt for, there's like somewhere between 200 and 400 years, a little unclear like exactly how long. And this was during the time of the pharaohs, so, you know, a long time ago. So Moses, or Moshe in Hebrew, who ended up becoming the Jewish leader at the end of the Passover story, pleaded with Pharaoh to let the Jews go free from slavery. Context, Moses had grown up with that Pharaoh. He had been adopted by the previous Pharaoh, i.e. like the father of current Pharaoh at the time. He was raised as a member of the royal household until he learned of his Jewish parentage. Long story there. Watch the Prince of Egypt. Moses said, "Let my people go." Pharaoh refused. This happened numerous times. Every time that Pharaoh refused, God punished the Egyptians. Each of those times was a different plague against the Egyptian people. So the plagues are as follows. Blood, frogs. It's like very confusing for me to do this in English because normally I say them in Hebrew. So let's see if I can. Okay, so blood, frogs, lice, like wild animals, livestock disease, boils, hail, locusts, darkness, and like slaying of the firstborn children. So in Hebrew, dam tzvareya kini marav dever shrin barad arbe choshech makat bechorot. So that's pretty much everything you need to know. And then just for each video, I'll kind of explain a little bit more in depth what each plague actually entailed. And essentially for the series, some of the plagues I took kind of more literally and did kind of like a literal depiction of what the plague was. Some of them I was a bit more creative, took a bit more artistic license, kind of depended on the nature of the plague and how easy it was to execute on my face. Couple disclaimers, I am not a professional makeup artist, as I mentioned. I am completely self-taught, and I'm just starting to get into special effects makeup, so literally this is like the first time that I'm trying a lot of these sort of techniques and products, so I apologize in advance if I don't do a good job, or, you know, if there are things that I could have done better, because I'm not professionally trained, so I don't know. If there's something that I could have done better, feel free to comment below, but like, please be nice. And one more thing, as with all of my videos, I list all of the products and tools that I use in the description box below. So if you have any questions about what I'm using, that's where to find them. If I miss something, feel free to comment and I will update it for you. And now I'm going to talk about the plague for this video specifically. For this video, for this plague, I turned myself into a locust. This is the plague of locusts. Pretty much locusts just like decimated the fields. So pretty much like anything that was left over from the previous plague, hail, locusts just devoured everything. We are on look number 8. And this is actually the last one that I'm filming because I did not film these in order. So I'm gonna try and keep this look very, very simple and to the point. So I'm gonna turn myself into kind of like an artistic interpretation of a locust, and we'll see how that goes for me. So locusts have these like very bulbous eyes on the side of their head. So I'm gonna map out, pencil is too delicate. I'm going to map out areas that I'm going to leave blank, and then the rest of my face I'm going to fill in with special effects makeup. So I've got a face chart off screen, so if I'm looking off screen, that is why. I just drew face charts for all of these. Just makes it easier. And I was doing a makeup look before. I've still got a little bit of makeup left on my face, so if you see some weird discoloration, that's probably why. Okay, something kind of like that. Maybe I'll make this one a little bit higher. So what I'm going to try to do is kind of create a gradient around there using probably powder eyeshadow. Maybe I'll end up using cream just to build dimension. To start off, should I lay down my brows? I feel like I should. It's just really annoying to do. It's more annoying to get it off than to put it on, but fine. Okay, I'll just kind of like lightly glue them down. I'm just gonna set it with a tiny bit of the RCMA No Color powder. Just like with every look in the series, except for maybe one, I'm gonna use the Ben Nye Master Cream palette. And oh, I actually have 2 different shades of green here. That's very exciting. So locusts are kind of, I'm getting different, some are more yellow, some are more yellowy green. I think I'm gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna do this light green that I've never touched, and then I might contour a little bit with a darker green. We will see. And to do that, I'm just gonna use a sponge. I think it's okay if my eyebrows show through a little bit. I'm gonna try and cover them as best as I can without, like, you know, going full hardcore. It could be kind of cool if only part of my eyebrows are showing too. We'll see. I think this is clean. I'm gonna use just like a flat little brush like this, and I'm just gonna go over the more detail-oriented areas, I guess, like the tighter areas to get to. Yeah, I might end up contouring some areas. We will see. And now I'm gonna switch to a black. So I'm actually gonna use another version of the same brush. Just kind of outline. This is gonna be my most like shadowed area. So this part I'm gonna kind of outline. I am not the best at shading, but yeah, it kind of gives a little bit of an illusion. Now to repeat the same thing on the other side. So again, just brush up with the direction that the hair grows. Okay, and now I'm just going to clean up the edges with the green. I'm sure someone who has an art background is going to comment like, oh, you got the light source wrong or something. It's like, okay, you know what? I'm a designer, I'm not an artist. I did take art classes when I was in design school, but I'm not an artist, and I do this for fun. The lines are getting a little messy because this is cream makeup. I feel like all these like dark shadowy areas under my eyes are really bringing out my eye bags. Oh boy. Okay, well, we are actually almost done. Because this type of insect has a very angular looking face, I'm gonna attempt to contour. So wish me luck. I'm gonna use the darker green. I'm just gonna take a little bit of it on the same brush. Okay, something like really dramatic cheekbones, something like that. And try and match that on this side. Might have gone too far with that. We will see. And then I'm just going to use my sponge and hope that it blends out. Okay, that kind of worked actually. I'm just gonna see if I can intensify it. Debating whether I should do false lashes or not. I don't know, maybe I'll just do mascara. I don't know, let's see what just mascara looks like. I'm gonna use the NARS Climax Extreme mascara. This makes my lashes very long, almost spidery looking. So we'll see if this can give me the effect that I want, because I really do want to look kind of like otherworldly. Probably should have used a mascara primer to really get that effect. You know what? I kind of feel like this doesn't need false lashes. Yeah, I think this would look too glam actually with lashes. Yeah, we're actually almost done. This has been really fast. I'm gonna use my Sugar Pill liquid lipstick in the shade Euphoria. I'm gonna try and underline my lips. Okay, I'm gonna throw on my wig and then I'll show you the final look. All right, I am back and this is the final look. So looking at the final result, I probably should have painted my neck, but the thing is, like, I'm wearing, I mean, I could just change, but like I'm wearing a shirt. I don't want the shirt to get dirty because literally this paint gets everywhere. Although it does wash out pretty easily, but anyways, I just wanted to paint my face. So I know it looks kind of weird with, you know, my skin, my hands being their normal colors. This is definitely a look that's very much out of my comfort zone. It's definitely not the type of thing that I normally do. I know I do some crazy things on this channel, but this is not really where I tend to go. I think it looks different. It definitely, okay, my goal with this look was I wanted to create something that looked very alien, very like sort of bug inspired, but not outright bug-like because I'm not that good an artist. So I didn't think I'd be able to actually paint, you know, not praying mantis, a locust, you know, directly on my face. So this was the next best thing. I think it turned out interestingly. Maybe because I sort of designed this face chart, but like I can definitely see the resemblance to something kind of bug-like. I purposely made my lips smaller to try and like sort of make my whole look more triangular. So I really sharply contoured my face, tried to make the upper area broader, to give the illusion that, you know, this top area is a lot bigger and then it sort of comes down in a point on the bottom. So that's why, and then also like the lips being another shade of green, it just kind of, I mean, my goal anyways was to strategically draw the eye to kind of fill in that sort of inverted triangle shape. I don't know if I succeeded. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of this look. Now that I've actually filmed all 10 of these looks, I don't think this look is my favorite, although I do like things from each look. Like I'm definitely happy with the way that the eyes turned out, like independently. I think they look really cool. I probably could have spent a little bit more time contouring because I feel like it kind of looks a little messy. And the thing that I did with the lips, I think it turned out really cool. I did have it planned on my face chart, but seeing it in execution, like with the eyes, I think it looks kind of cool. I was going to contour my nose and then I actually completely forgot. But I don't know if this look really needs it. I don't know. I'm not sure what to think of this look. So let me know what you guys think below. If you've missed the other looks in the series, I highly encourage you to go back and watch them. I got a link over here. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications if you haven't already, and that way you'll be updated every time I post a new video in this series. I know we only have 2 more in this series, but I highly encourage you to watch all of them, and turning on notifications, subscribing to my channel is the best way to find out the next time that I post. If you like the type of really out there, bold, dramatic makeup looks that I do here on my channel, I'm sure you'll enjoy the content that I post on my other social media accounts, and I'll link them in the description box below so you can follow them if you like, and it would be super appreciated if you did, because I'm just trying to grow my presence across multiple platforms, so that would just really help me out. That's about everything, and I'll see you guys next time.